What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This week's review wrap-up, we are talking about two Meryl Streep films, The Prom over on Netflix and Let Them All Talk on HBO Max. If you are new here at my channel and you enjoy content like this, then hit the red subscribe down below so you don't miss anything in the future. Now, one of these I absolutely loved, and one of them I not so much. So let's start with the one that I enjoyed myself, and that was obviously The Prom over on Netflix, directed by Ryan Murphy. And this is based off of the Broadway musical. Now, going into watching this, I had no idea what this musical was about, so I was going in blind. We have Meryl Streep, James Corden, and Nicole Kidman are your main stars. They play aging Broadway stars that don't really have the best reputation. They're known as being narcissistic. And when their Broadway show is closed down on opening night, and Nicole Kidman, she's permanently a chorus girl. She's never going to get the lead role. They band together kind of with a hidden agenda when they find out a young girl in Indiana who is a lesbian. She wants to take her girlfriend to the prom, but they are not allowing it. The PTA is like, no, 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 this is not what we do in Indiana. So the stars go there to help out, but they really want to improve their reputation. But in the end, they redeem themselves and they actually do want to help out this girl with her cause and blah, blah, blah. You can kind of get the hint from there of where it goes. I had a great, wonderful time with it. I gotta admit, I was a little skeptical at first because well, I knew Nicole Kidman could perform because of Moulin Rouge, and she does have singing in her past. Meryl Streep, yeah, Mamma Mia, okay, I know she can sing there. Not the best, but she's all right. But then I was having like the nightmare shakes about James Corden last year in Cats, but I didn't mind him here. I didn't. He had a way larger role than he did in Cats last year. And I enjoyed myself watching this. I had a lot of fun. It was interesting. It was colorful. The choreography, the cinematography, all positives. I really can't find a negative except for other people that find negatives with James Corden's performance, which is actually surprising me because I went onto Twitter after and I'm looking and everyone is panning his performance. I think the main problem with this is that everyone is saying because James Corden is not gay in real life, he plays a gay man in the movie, but he's not gay in real life. And I think they're angry about that because the role wasn't cast with a gay actor. I can kind of understand that to a point, but he did such a good job of representing the gay community. I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset about it. I'm not hating on it. There was actually a lot of scenes where he had with the young girl who is the lesbian. I forget her name. I'm so sorry. But they had a lot of tender moments together, and I love their relationship. And I like seeing this side of James Corden. He did have a part in Ocean's 8. I saw that, but like it wasn't heartwarming at all. This, I really enjoyed seeing that side of him, of his acting. And I don't know if he wants to act and be a talk show host. Maybe he's like trying to branch out more and more into acting. I don't know, but I thought his chemistry with Kidman and Streep was right on it. And speaking of Kidman, she wasn't on screen enough for me. I wanted to see more of her. She does have one scene where she is bonding with the young girl, but for the majority of the movie, she's kind of in the background. And I really wanted to see her like up front and more. I wanted more Nicole Kidman. I really, really did. Now, as far as award season time, I'm predicting that The Prom is definitely most likely going to get nominated in comedy musical category for the movie itself, possibly for Ryan Murphy, definitely for Meryl Streep, probably for James Corden, and maybe for Nicole Kidman in supporting actress category. We will just have to see, but I'm going to do a separate video on my Golden Globe nomination predictions. Now let's get over to the clunker of the week. Let Them All Talk. Ooh. Okay, we have Meryl. We have Diane Wiest and Candice Bergen. These women are extremely talented. When I heard all three of them were in a movie together, I was like, yes, bring it on. I want to see them interact. I want to see a fun-filled relationship of a 50-year friendship. That is not what we got at all. What we had was a 2-hour, boring, Steven Soderbergh directed, Instagram filtered looking. This is like his thing. I don't know why he films like that, because he did it with Magic Mike as well, and I absolutely hated it. This movie was boring. It was so boring. I was falling asleep most of the time, but I was still conscious, so I knew what was going on. But even if you did fall asleep for like 5-10 minutes, you wouldn't have missed anything. The plot line of this movie is Meryl Streep is a writer, and everyone's anticipating her next book. Apparently, she wrote a book that was the thing like 20 or 30 years prior, and they want a sequel to that book, and everyone's waiting for it. Meanwhile, she's getting honored with an award over in England. She doesn't want to fly, so she's going by boat. And she's taking her 2 best friends and her nephew and also her book manager, editor, I don't know. She's on the boat as well, but Meryl doesn't know that. She's kind of keeping tabs of what Meryl's doing for her book. Anyway, this is the plot of the entire movie. The entire movie takes place on the boat. That was my biggest problem. You have it in one location. Now, I normally don't have an issue with that as long as there is dialogue happening, things are happening, events are unfolding. But when nothing is happening, it's boring. You're in one location. You have nothing to go for. You have 2 hours of blankness, and you could tell that there is some kind of tension between the 3 friends. And I'm thinking, okay, we're going to get to the juicy part of what happened. I know we're building up to something. There's tension, especially between Meryl Streep's character and Candice Bergen's character. They have they're friends, they're frenemies. They're frenemies in this movie. They're friends, but there's something going on. There's a rift there. Something happened. And we get little droplets, but we don't get a full explanation. I was waiting for a big giant blowout of emotions, a big giant reveal, a fight, something. It never happens. It never happens. And then something happens to Meryl Streep's character. I don't want to reveal it in case you guys are interested in this film. No, you're not. You don't want to watch this. But that's it. It is so dull and so boring. I actually said when the movie was done, wow, there's 2 hours of my life I will never get back. It's awful. It's bad. Don't watch it. It will be a waste of your time. Nominations? Absolutely not. So out of the 2, I recommend watch The Prom. That is the one you definitely want to watch. You're going to have fun. You're going to be excited. You're going to be singing along. It's absolutely fantastic. And right now, we need a little bit of fun. We need a little bit of fun in our lives. I know I mess up all the time. Whatever, I'm leaving it in. It's who I am. Okay, so that's the review wrap up of what I watched this week. I'm looking forward to next week because we will have Ma Rainey's Black Bottom to discuss. Woo! I am so here for it. So let me know down below, which of those did you watch this week, and do you agree with me? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.